There's nothing the internet loves to see more than an all-time respected legend stepping out there saying this is what I stand for and this is what's right. Because most of the time their opinion will be the same as the rest of the internet, and usually they're just shutting down the worm that's trying to make their way out the ground. And over the past couple of months we've had a big project by the name of Stop Killing Games, and just in case you haven't heard of the project yet, it essentially just says that any game developers need to create a bit of a lifespan plan for their product. Because if we are looking at games, it's kind of like going to an amusement park. You buy the ticket, you know you're going to be done by the end of the day. However, if we're looking at video games, you buy the game and you don't really know how long the game's going to last. And so the whole kind of idea of it is to just protect consumers and just say to them, hey guys, you know, game developers, you need to keep us in the loop about what's going on with the game because we want to know when the game's going to end. However, there's one big bad wolf, a goblin under the bridge by the name of Pirate Software. And when this project was initially released, he decided to go out there and say, no, I hate this.
Oh shit, now this is actually really dumb. It's used car salesman garbage. This is shit. It's shit. Not only do I not want to back this, I'm going to actively tell people not to.
Yeah, some pretty mean words out there, and when the developer of Stop Killing Games decided to come out and make a bit of a response, he really was not happy about that whatsoever. So he made his way onto Twitter and basically just said, yada yada yada, yeah, I'm the good guy, you're the bad guy, I'm the narcissist, wait, no, you're the narcissist, wait, what's a narcissist again? No, that's not me, no, I'm the victim here, yada yada yada, just rambling on about random stuff. And so fast forward about a week since that initial situation, and now we've got Notch blasting through the walls like the Kool-Aid man. Hey guys, just got back to gaming after a brief break. Wait, why is there a Nepo baby doubling down over there? Obviously, when he says Nepo baby, he is referring to Pirate Software because the guy is a Nepo baby. He's an absolute geek. Like, for some reason, and I always find it in the kind of game developing space, these fools will never admit when they're wrong. And if we're looking at someone like Pirate Software, for example, this guy's ego shoots through the roof. Honestly, this guy could destroy the sun with how big his ego is. And I really don't understand why he decides to be that way, because he could just not be like that. Like, he could easily come on Twitter and say, hey guys, did a bit more research into Stop Killing Games, spoke to a couple people, and I've realized I was wrong. But no, unfortunately, he won't step down. He's actually doubled down, as Notch just mentioned. And it's just a massive shame that there's someone in the industry like that, which is so against such a fantastic idea. And it's not like it's a bad idea or something a bit rambunctious. There are so many people for it. They actually managed to get the right amount of petition signings to make sure that this goes through. You see, initially they needed about 1 million signatures, and it wasn't looking like they were going to get it, especially with Pirate Software constantly shoveling it down into the dirt. However, thanks to many big creators like Moist Critical, for example, and even PewDiePie, they've actually managed to pass their initial 1 million petition signings, and now it looks like that Stop Killing Games could actually happen. But obviously, someone out there by the name of Pirate Software, he really isn't happy about this. And although obviously everyone has their own opinion on it, and you're welcome to, I'm not going to go out there and shoot down your balloons because you view something differently to me. But Notch does come out there with a really good perspective on the whole situation, and it's something super basic. If buying a game is not a purchase, then pirating them is not theft. That is seriously a good way of putting it, because if we are looking at the Stop Killing Games motion, the whole idea of it is a game is a product or service. If we are looking at it, you buy it, you consume it, and then eventually you're going to get bored of it, or you're going to keep on playing it until eventually the game server shuts down. And we've seen that so much over the past couple of years. I mean, if we're looking at Concord, for example, that's just one of many. However, at the moment, these massive game developers, especially someone like Pirate Software, cough cough, they don't want the game to be viewed as a product or service. They want you to buy it and then say, whoop-de-woo, we're shutting our servers down next week. Yeah, we know you spent $6,000 on our game, but just deal with it, man. Like, we're not going to refund you, and you're not going to get your stuff back, and better yet, you're not even going to be able to use it anymore. Like, I really don't know how you could not stand for something that protects you from that. You're basically just asking to lose your own money at that point. But, yeah, I just wanted to ramble on about this situation a little bit, give a slight update to it, because it's fantastic news that we've got all the petition signings for it now. I don't know if it will actually go through and if it becomes a reality, but I'd really love to see it, because it just gives everyone security when they buy a game, and it really is fantastic to see someone like Notch coming out there and absolutely striking Pirate Software down with a banhammer, saying, hey buddy, I'm going to shoot some spitballs at you because I can, and also I'm just a way better game developer than you. But you really have to realize, when someone like Notch is coming out there, you are swimming in deep waters, my friend. This guy has developed the #1 game on the planet. I think him of all people have a justified opinion on this to be able to say, yeah buddy, this is what is good, this is what is bad. So yeah, that's about it. See ya.